C2E2 panel. Thank you, thank you. I am your host. My name is Ryan Brown. I am a Shonen Jump marketing guy. And that is my previous convention outfit. I called it the lazy superhero look. I've now transitioned. This is the debut of my new look. I call this the lazy Liberace. So being lazy is key. We will have some fine guests joining us shortly in about 2 or 3 minutes. And so please look forward to them and give them a hearty round of applause when they come to the stage. But first, some anime announcement. Anybody like anime? I hope so. Anybody like Sailor Moon? I actually love Sailor Moon. This is coming soon, and if you buy the Season 5 box set, the legendary season that wasn't shown on TV during the first run, if you buy it from Right Stuff, or you buy it at the summer cons that VIZ has a booth, you get this collectible coin with it. And it also comes with the art book and lots of fancy trappings. And that coin is made out of real gold-colored metal. So that's, I know, ooh, ah. Yeah, so that's the big season. That's it finishes out. It's the final season. And she's got even more ruffles on her skirt and wings, and it's just boom, 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 boom. Crisis makeup. Now for something completely different. Hunter x Hunter, The Last Mission. This just came out. This is the story of Chairman Netero and an old enemy that comes back to haunt him. Chairman Netero, if you don't know, is the guy who's really good at playing ball and has epic eyebrows. And we have a trailer for you. It's really good. I've seen it. Lots of action, lots of yelling about friendship, which is a classic Shonen Jump trope. And I sometimes find myself, because I've worked there a long time, when I'm taking a shower, randomly yelling out, "Friendship!" I think it happens to everybody who loves Shonen Jump at some point. Speaking of friendship, here is another great show, Boruto. Who's watching Boruto? All right. It is on Toonami, it is streaming on Hulu, and it is coming out in physical form in beautiful Blu-rays. And if you want to get the shirt, it is only available at Walmart, and it costs the exact same amount as the regular box set. So that is the place to get it, so you can get that sweet shirt. And speaking of Boruto, please give a big round of applause for the very funny and talented Shermy Lee and Robbie Damon. Come on up, guys. Middle. You have to pour your own water, and I'm sorry about it. Oh, you brought your own. Okay, you guys, you know what you're doing.
Sometimes. Hi, guys.
Hello. Ooh, those lights.
I know.
Ooh, they're tough.
I brought backup sunglasses.
Do they look like yours?
They're not as cool.
All right.
Okay. While we have you here, I'm going to ask you some hard-hitting questions.
Okay.
Lots of gotcha questions.
Oh, man.
So prepare to have your career ruined. Here we go.
I don't have one. It's all right.
First question.
Okay.
And can we go back to the slides?
The last time this happened,
Go ahead.
I was on a panel with Johnny Young Bosch, and it was a Sailor Moon panel, and Johnny Young Bosch plays Artemis. He sold me out by all of his answers being meow. Don't do that to me.
Okay. That was good. That actually scared me a little bit. Okay,
That was really
calm down.
good, actually.
That was good. Have you done like dog voice acting or something?
Yeah, it's my. It's what I'm known for.
That's good. Okay. The Boruto set is about to be released. Do you guys get excited when something you work on, say Boruto, comes out in physical form?
Yes, because we have been talking about this show for, I don't know how many years
1
now.
million years.
Yeah, and so a bunch of people have been saying, where can we watch it? And it's currently airing on Toonami, if you guys have seen it. But some people do not have access to Toonami, and when we've gone to Canada, they're like, well, when is it coming out in physical form? And now we could tell them it's available. So that's very exciting.
That is exciting. People are getting their media everywhere these days.
True.
And I still like to watch TV, but appointment viewings are way down. And I love Toonami, and it's a great place to catch a brand new audience. But anytime you're in something and more people can see it, that's way better.
And I know it's not a popular opinion, but I'm one of those people that still, when an artist comes out with an album, I love to get the CD. I love to look at the art that they put together. I feel like that's a part of the entire album. And so I like to have the whole thing. And you guys work so hard to give us this great art and this beautiful box and all of these extras. And so that's part of the whole Boruto experience. So I'm excited that that's now available.
I'm glad that you think I work hard. Thank you.
You're welcome. Nobody rocks a sparkly jacket like you.
Okay, next question. Were either of you fans of Naruto, and what's it like being part of that incredible and storied, legendary even, universe?
I had a stack of Shonen Jump Monthly on the back of my toilet for like 6 years of my life. That was before it was weekly. It was the big thick sack, and it had Shaman King, One Piece, Naruto, some late DBZ. Like, we're talking like between like 99 and 2004 or 5. Kept every one of them. Then I got married, and they all went away. But that was a cool part of my life. I knew about anime, but I wasn't always sure that I was watching it.
Sure.
You know, I didn't necessarily know, and that's how I discovered manga. And then after that, I started buying individual volumes. Like, I have all the Bleach volumes and all the Dragon Ball and DBZ volumes, and that's where I started reading manga. So that's how I got into Naruto. And for some reason, in my late teens, that story just really caught me and swept me up, and I loved it. But I didn't start doing anime until about 5 years ago. So I sort of thought, uh-oh, this show's done. I'll never get to do my favorite that I learned about. And then Naruto The Last came out, like literally the last, like the final movie. And they're like, you get to be the main bad guy in that. And I was like, yay, this is it. I got in right at the last minute. I got my Naruto, and now I'm done. And that was 2.5 years ago. And
now,
40, 50, 60 episodes later, here we are in Team 7, and that's wildly bizarre for me, but in the best way, yeah.
I knew about the show, and I was really intrigued by it, but I was also very intimidated because it's such an iconic series, and I felt like if I got into the show when everybody else was so into the show that they'd be like, oh, she just jumped on the bandwagon. And there's so many episodes, and there's so much to learn. So this, being a part of this series was kind of like my way of breaking into this monstrous universe that is Naruto, and it's been such a fun ride.
And it's such like the beginning has like such familiar story elements,
Yeah.
and the characters, like things that you know about. It is for the next generation, I really do
Sure.
think, and hopefully they'll get into Naruto via that, even though that sounds like probably sacrilege to a lot of you adults. Like, there are kids that are watching it now that have no idea that Naruto is Boruto's dad.
Yeah.
And you know the internet joke, come on. And I just wanted to make sure that my character in particular wasn't just a straight rip-off of Orochimaru or Sai or Sasuke, and thankfully I know enough about the series to try and make him my own, and that was the biggest challenge for me. Yeah, I was trying to find like a unique character to fit into this already really well-established world.
Were you nervous when they told you you were working on Boruto? Like, were you nervous how the fans were going to respond? Because I was a little nervous.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I always-
Because it's such a beloved show, and the fans, especially for
And it
Naruto,
already has
I feel like are super passionate.
I knew we had to win him over too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're like, a new series where Naruto's not the guy?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we've been working really hard to try to make it as good as possible.
Totally.
Especially since the original dub of Naruto, in my opinion, is super good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like if you bought something before you became a voice actor, and then you became a voice actor for that later, or a spinoff, you should be able to give it to the company and get your money back or something?
Wait,
You
what?
guys
Keep your
don't even
receipts.
buy us the stuff that we're in now. Everything on my shelf I've bought myself. Come back to me when I get this box set.
Okay, Musashi, you heard that. We need to get him a box set. Okay. I like where you kept your Shonen Jumps.
I bought my own vanity shelf. I bought myself.
I love all of the merch. I get very excited. There's something really, that was a dream of mine when I was a kid, because I've been acting since I was 5, but I was like, man, I'll know that I have been successful in my career when I can walk into a store and be like, I worked on that, and buy merchandise from that store. And it was a very weird moment when I walked into Target just to get groceries, and I see there's a Sailor Moon t-shirt, and I was like, what is happening? This is not a hot topic.
Yeah.
Who am I?
I thought you were going to say you saw a salad, and I was like, okay.
And she buys all of that merch, but now she's currently homeless. Her GoFundMe is up on YouTube.
Okay.
GoFundMe to buy the box to put all my things in, not for me to live in, but to keep my merch safe.
You could probably fit in a pretty small box, though.
There's a bunch of boxes back there. We could test it out.
Okay, next question. Robbie, oh, I spelled your name wrong, and I'm sorry!
What?
I fixed it 3 times, but this one...
No. You were just doing the ship of his first and last name. You took the Y from Damon and put it at the end of Robbie.
That's okay. The first time Char introduced me on stage she called me Robbie Demond.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that was great. And then she knew what my actual name was and then continued to say it for another 2 years.
At least nobody ever called you Robbie Diamond.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, right. You should check out the hashtags of Robbie Diamond and Robbie Draymond on Twitter.
Robbie
He's
Draymond.
very popular.
I had somebody ask me what it was like working with Raymond, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
They couldn't remember your name, and so in their brain it was shipped together.
We
and you
can't all
become
have
Raymond.
we can't have all easy to pronounce names like yours, Chiragami.
Someone called me Sherman Leg once. It was pretty great.
Okay, to the question. This is sort of a hard question.
Oh, sure, got it.
Robbie, do you think ninja were real, and could they control snakes?
Well, ninja were definitely real, but I don't think they were like as cool as we think they were. They were just kind of not nice, dirty village assassin people. If you look up history, if you believe any of that stuff, yeah, they were just sort of
You believe
sneaky. If you believe history, if you believe in history, like whatever, like I mean. Yeah, I mean, if like the world is flat like we know it is, Japan's on the bottom, how could they even stand on the ceiling?
But are there snake ninjas is my question.
That's a magical ninja stuff. Could they control snakes? If by control snakes you mean like grab some snakes and put them in a basket, then probably yeah. And then like throw them in your room. Isn't that the story about how Cleopatra died? She was bitten by an
asp.
Asp. Oh, I'm the one who doesn't know history.
Wait, so was your question yes or no?
The question is yes and maybe.
Maybe, okay.
Technicality.
Good answer. Okay, this is for Shermie. The daughter of Sakura and Sasuke. It's no doubt that Sarada kicks major buns. How fun is it to play a girl that's real tough like that?
I love voicing Sarada. It's one of my favorite characters. What I like about her is not only is she tough, she's incredibly intelligent, and I think she's a great balance, and I think she keeps the guys in line, which I really do enjoy. I think she's awesome. I think she's a very cool, strong female character, and I love with the arc that we're seeing on Toonami right now, seeing sort of her emotional, vulnerable side where she is a little insecure about her family life. And I think seeing somebody who's so strong and who's so powerful and has such aspirations to be such a great leader, then also to see the more vulnerable side of them, I think is fantastic that the show is willing to go there, and I've really loved playing both sides of her.
And she's got a great optometrist.
Yeah, she does.
Like, those glasses, how does she keep them on?
I want some red glasses. I got blue light glasses for the first time earlier this year to protect my eyes from the computer screens since we stare at them all day. Yes, Robbie, I'm like a 90-year-old woman. Why are you shocked? But I want some red ones.
All right, we'll get you some.
I think it's chakra. I think that's how everything in their whole universe is attached to their body.
That would be great.
Oh,
yeah.
she puts a little chakra pin.
You rub a little chakra on there.
Oh, beautiful.
Just rub a little chakra on it.
Okay.
Okay, this is for both of you. Do you feel like your characters ever teach you anything? And if so, what have you learned from these characters specifically?
Sure.
Yeah, I think definitely. There's been at least a moment with every character that I've played where I feel like they have, oddly enough, been introduced to me at a time in my life where I can learn the most from them. Definitely with Sarada, it's about confidence, and I realized that I am not very confident in myself a lot of the times. So seeing how confident she is and how she's learning to be more secure with herself, and learning to work as a team. I'm really good doing things by myself, but having to rely on other people and know that being in a team means that things might not always go the way you expect them to, and that's not always a bad thing. And so being open, I think Sarada is learning that, and I am learning it right along with her.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Teamwork.
beautiful, beautiful. You can rely on us, probably.
Do what?
You can rely on us here, probably.
Probably. Great.
Hey, you can't rely on me, for sure. Sure. Everybody, I think you learn a little something from every character that you're in. I like that he's like, doesn't really matter one way or the other. I like that.
He's so calm.
Everything
awesome.
kind of matters to me. I'm sort of like intense in that way, so it's nice to play a character who just doesn't really care. Yeah.
And it all works out.
It does.
He knows it's going to work
as
out.
long as
It's
they have the
kind of nice.
power of friendship.
Aww.
This isn't My Little Pony, but yeah, it's still this kind of.
It's pretty much My Little Pony with throwing stars.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Shuriken.
You know, I've never heard it described that way, but you're not totally wrong, actually. Okay. All right, next question. Do either of you have a favorite scene or memory from working on the show?
Non-spoilery. How far are we in Toonami? How many episodes in? Have they aired? 20 or something?
Yeah, I feel like we're around the 20
Somewhere
mark.
around 20. I think for me, the first time that you kind of see, there's two moments for me. When you see Mitsuki's dark side, like when he's getting orders through like snake phone, whatever that is. And he's like, yeah, I'll kill her if I have to. And it's the first time anyone says like kill in the show. They're like, I'm gonna, you guys handle it, but I'm gonna straight murder this lady if it goes bad. Then you go, oh, who's this kid? And then also there's a really cool moment where he's like sort of choke murdering one of the other students, and Boruto's like, no, we're friends, we don't kill each other. And he's like, okay. And then later in the episode, some real stuff goes down where one of the adult ninjas is possessed, and Boruto kind of gets him in like a professional wrestling like pile driver.
Okay.
And he's about to like snap the dude's neck, and Mitsuki just comes in and goes whoosh, and like puts his hand under the dude's neck, and he's like, remember, you told me not to kill people.
Aw,
So
full circle.
yeah, so that was a big thing, sort of a moment for me that I was like, oh, this is pretty cool.
You
All
like
right.
the killing, non-killing.
Yeah, I like life and death stuff.
Beautiful.
But just like the original series, that really didn't start to jump off until like 40, 50 episodes in. But now they're like hinting at it that stuff's about to get real. Yeah.
Man, it's hard to pick favorites, and I don't want to spoil anything, but I think I mentioned it earlier, but the whole arc with Sarada and her parents was really fun to work on. And anytime I get to yell and have a sparring match with Amanda is pretty great.
That was beautifully vague.
I mean, I'm trying not to spoil anything.
Like you said so much and you said absolutely nothing all at the same time. It was
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
Teamwork.
Robbie, would you say this show has taught you not to kill? Have you stopped killing people?
Yeah, I kill a drifter in every town that I go to. It's just something a little fun that I like to do.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, God.
I also like to see how many I kill a drifter jokes I can tell in one panel before you start to
Beautiful.
get genuinely
Okay.
suspicious.
I'm already
I think it's
suspicious.
3. We'll see.
3 is completion.
Yeah.
So you got one more left, I guess.
Yep.
I really hope that's not true, and it's revealed later that I was on a panel with the Drifter Killer. I really hope
The
that.
Drifter. Oh,
Life-
Damon the Drifter Killer.
Shh, that takes away the mystery if you saw my name.
Oh my God, I want to write a series.
As long as you
Netflix
spell it
would totally buy it.
R-O-B-B-Y, you can spell it R-O-B-B-Y, it's fine.
Wow. Well, we should switch it. It's ROBBYDAIMOND.
Robbie Diamond, got it.
Yes.
Okay, so drifters beware. All right, next question. This one's another tough one. Okay, you meet someone from a totally isolated tribe deep in the Amazon with no TV or internet. How would you describe your job to them?
Okay, so first of all, I saw Amazon, TV, and internet all lumped together, and I was like, on Amazon?
No. Physical place, Amazon.
In
the Amazon. They've never seen TV. They don't know what the internet is. How would you describe
I just want to
your
make sure
job?
that I'm with Robbie, so if things go south, he can kill said drifter in the Amazon.
Yep, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay, you would need to describe them the concept of television, which I think would be nearly impossible. Do they speak
So
our same
imagine
language?
a box.
They speak
Get
our
a
language,
translator.
but they're completely isolated, so I can talk to them. I would tell them there are moving stories that, how would you explain recording?
Do we have a phone?
No
No
think
phone.
they would
You can
kill
drop
us
this in the
like
dirt.
I don't even think they'd let us speak.
No.
Wait, no, please don't kill. Let me tell you what I do first before you stab me. I
would-
don't like to be impaled.
Okay,
They're
one
friendly.
sentence,
They're
here
friendly.
we go. I speak the voice of magical stories.
Oh, that's beautiful, Robbie.
Okay, good.
Also gonna get you murdered.
Yeah. Magic!
I'm a storyteller from the future.
That's a good one.
You want-
The magical mist, the magical coffee mist. We say that and then disappear in the magical coffee mist.
Yeah.
Saved by Starbucks.
Yeah, done.
Okay,
We just move a Starbucks into their village.
Oh.
don't do that. Don't do that. What would how would you describe Boruto to them? What would you tell them about that?
So, imagine your village versus another village.
Oh my God, this is perfect.
You have magical powers, and you could kill, much like you might,
Yeah.
Amazonian leader of sorts. I'm from the Hidden Leaf Village. My eyes occasionally turn red.
I think we should just leave those nice people alone. Didn't they kill that guy that came in the canoe?
Oh my God.
They killed that guy who came on the canoe, right? Yeah, you saw that news story? He went over there, he was like some missionary, and he's like, I'm gonna go teach them about religion.
About
And they're like,
Boruto.
nope, we don't need it. I would just leave those nice people alone and let them live their happy lives, because I bet you their lives are a lot better than ours.
Well, different for sure,
Better.
Unless they're drifters, then we don't leave them alone.
says the drift.
Okay, How about a prize break?
Yes!
Yeah!
Love prizes!
We have 3 prizes, and do you both feel comfortable asking a trivia question based on your character or the show?
Oh, man.
Just
Sure,
one?
we'll ask the question, but I don't want to pick what person gets
Okay, that's fine. I'll pick. But don't shout out the answer. Just raise your hand, and then I'll pick on you. I'll ask the first question to give you guys time to think.
Okay.
Raise your hand if you know where Robbie Damon kept his shonen jumps. Okay, I saw you. Where do you keep them? Behind the toilet. When he's taking a shonen dump. That's
Yeah, he was actually
Gosh,
listening.
what did you get?
Okay,
Oh,
you got the best shirt. Will you stand up and show everybody?
That's fantastic.
That's because he listens.
That is a good shirt. It's very nice.
Smooth shirt.
Happy.
Show them your prize.
That's beautiful. No other prize is that good, so sorry they got the best one. Okay, whoever wants to start with the question, raise your hand and I will spot you using my cool sunglasses.
Oh, wait.
Either one of you, ask the question.
Oh, ask a question.
Either one.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, well, it's a very easy one if you don't know
Good.
it.
Here, don't be very
Easy's good.
Well,
do
we're
like
building to it.
medium easy.
What? Well, okay. Who is my mom and who is my dad in that?
Okay, I literally saw you in the very front. Boruto.
Mom first. Okay, well, fair enough. Yeah.
Nailed
No,
it.
that's totally correct.
Yes,
Can I ask a Naruto question?
Of course.
do it.
All right.
What did you?
What is the true identity of Tobi?
Okay, I saw you have kind of a buff arm and I think you have a
Okay.
shaved head.
Oh.
You holding your arm up
Yeah,
right now. Go ahead and
the
stand
red
up.
shirt.
Stand up, there you go, you.
Oh, wait, no, they got
no,
two.
No, the guy
no,
behind
no.
you, sorry. His is more shaved, so and his hand went up first. His hand went up first, I saw it.
Wow, the secret identity of Tobi. Nice.
Spoiler.
Good.
Okay,
Spoiler.
how many of you, just no prize,
Been out for 10 million years.
no prize, but just out of curiosity, how many of you knew when he was first introduced he was going to be, okay, you guys, oh, okay. I'm like so dense, I literally did not get that at all. And I was like, what?
That's why I asked if I could ask a Naruto question.
That's true.
That was a good question.
On episode 1800 of One Piece.
Okay, unfortunately they have to say goodbye, but you will have another chance to see them and get something signed for free
Yay.
at the table 39 just later today, right after this, pretty much right after
Now,
this.
are
panel.
there rules to that signing? And if so,
Yes,
could
what are
you
the
please
rules?
explain them?
Thank you, and
For us as
I'll
well.
explain them again at the actual panel. You can only get VIZ Media official license merchandise signed. Anything that they're in, it's okay if it's not Boruto, but it has to be a VIZ Media product. No bootlegs at all. It's okay if it's a Japanese product, as long as it's something that is official and is VIZ Media. Just come and ask me at the signing, okay?
I like to end every panel with strict rules.
Well, I'm gonna
really
keep going.
just smash down the fun.
I'm gonna keep going, but would you guys?
Oh, you want to make us
goodbye?
leave?
Yeah, sorry.
Fun the drifter
Well,
that
you should say
like to
goodbye though.
kill.
You guys want to say goodbye or just bail?
Bye, guys. Hope
Bye. Thank you for
very
coming to hang
soon.
out. You were very
you.
fun.
Also, you can see him again tomorrow at the Shonen Jump panel, where we'll be playing lots of wacky games. So get ready for that. Wacky games.
We need to prepare for the
No,
game.
they're so easy. They're so easy.
Prepare anyway.
Give him a big round of applause. Okay, and now it's just little old me, but I will try to entertain you with tons of exciting information about new things like the One Punch Man Season 2! Finally announced, it is happening soon, folks, and we have a very special message from the folks who sang the famous One Punch Man theme song. Does anyone know how that goes? Louder. Okay, you put your hands together, you get a prize just because that was so loud. Miss Ashley, you give that guy a prize? Keep your hands up, perfect. Okay, and now let's hear from Jam Project about their new song for the next. that guy rules. That's the kind of look I aspire to. And now we have the actual trailer for season 2 with the song they're talking about. Wearing lots of One Punch Man gear. You can get serious Saitama or not serious Saitama. The choice is yours. And now we have a prize break. So let's ask some One Punch Man questions. Raise your hand if you know why Saitama went bald. Okay, I see you on the left with your arm up and you have white stuff on your shirt. You're looking around. Wave your hand like this. And will we accept that, audience? Yes, we'll accept that. Keep your hand up so Musashi can find you. Second question. What does Saitama love? Raise your hand if you know. Okay, you're on the left there. I saw you with the beard. Yes, he does. He's a bargain guy. And look what you got. What'd you get? No, is it? I think it's a wallet. So you can save money by going to bargain sales. So keep that in mind, everybody. Okay, now it's time for some manga announcements. We have licensed some new stuff, but the biggest change to VIZ Media and to Shonen Jump, which is what I normally work on, is Shonen Jump went free. So now you can read the latest 3 chapters of all the Shonen Jump manga and a bunch of new stuff every day for free, Sunday afternoon on shonenjump.com, or if you download the app. I will let this commercial that I helped make and pick out these billions of images and almost died show you more about that. Just free manga in general. It's One Piece, My Hero Academia, Promised Neverland, everything, the latest 3 chapters. Then after, they go into a rotation, they go into the digital vault, which has almost the entire back catalog of everything that's ever been in Shonen Jump. So it is a sweet, sweet deal for $1.99 a month. So if you're one of those people who have been like, I'm gonna read One Piece someday, I'm really gonna read it all, this is the best way to do it, super cheap. And recently, Saitama joined the digital vault, so One Punch Man is in there. So if you haven't read the manga and you've only watched the anime, you're missing out on what it very well could be, easily top 5 best art in comics or manga, period. An absolutely astonishing art, pushing the medium of sequential art to higher places than it's ever been before. It really is something to behold. So check that out. And also, something we just announced, we've acquired Jujutsu Kyson. These will be coming out in graphic novel form. This is a really cool manga, and it was voted the best new manga by the Japanese Manga Booksellers Association. Whatever that is, they voted it, so they love it. The best way I can describe it is witch fu. It's like supernatural martial arts combined with beautiful, kind of edgy, rough style art. It's really cool, it's really funny, and the battles are incredible. So you can check it out for free. Just go to shonenjump.com, download the app. But that is coming out in graphic novel form. Also, An Incurable Case of Love. This is a story about a young girl whose brother gets saved by a brilliant doctor. She gets inspired and becomes a nurse. And then she meets that doctor years later and finds out he's not exactly what she thought he was. This is josei, so it's a little bit older than shoujo. I was reading the previous mangaka's manga, Happy Marriage, on the train, and I got a stern look from the older lady next to me, so it's a little, ages up a little bit. Another great title releasing in the perfect form, The Drifting Classroom. This is incredible horror manga by the legendary Kazue Umez. He is one of the all-time great horror mangaka, right up there with Hideshi Hino and some of the other ones. But it's a story about a preschool that suddenly disappears and there's a hole in the ground. Everybody in that world thinks. The preschoolers find themselves in a desert wasteland full of monsters and all kinds of horrific things. So it's one of my favorite genres, little kids in peril. So it's very intense. Even if you don't like manga and you're just a pure horror fan, I would suggest reading this. It is really trippy and really cool and very dark. This is A Tropical Fish Yearns for Snow. This is Yuri, which is kind of kind-hearted girl love, I would describe it as. She is, the main character, Konatsu, is very shy and gets transferred to a new school. The only place she feels comfortable is the aquarium in the school. One day she meets the captain of the aquarium club, because Japan has those, and finds a friendship. And so it goes from there. But it's really pure, it's really sweet. Another thing we announced, Transformers: A Visual History. A super deluxe, there's 2 editions, but the one you want to get is the deluxe hardcover edition. Comes with a collector's box, 5 frame-ready prints, showcasing art from tons of different parts of the franchise. It is written by Jim Sorensen, a Transformers archivist. So this is a really cool, beautiful art book. So if you're a Transformers fan, or someone in your life is, this would be a great gift. So look forward to that. Another thing, wacky gag manga, Full Metal Alchemist. Any fans out there? I thought there would be. So these are kind of goofy, fun little stories. They're in 4-panel format. It's just light reading and just kind of crack yourself up and have fun with that one. Also, Smash. This is by Junji Ito. He is I call him the Prince of Darkness of horror manga. He is one of the most famous, most established, and his stuff is really creepy and really weird. And Smashed is a bunch of short stories. Usually his stories tend to center around people being slowly driven insane by something they're obsessed with. So if you like people being driven insane, this is perfect. It's another example of something that even if you have someone in your life who's a horror fan but doesn't like manga, even if they hate manga, they would still like this because it's very much just horror comics. It is hardbound, beautiful edition with color pages, and Smashed, which is what I'm going to get after this panel. All right, My Hero Academia, School Briefs. This is a novelization of the series, and it has beautiful art by Horikoshi Sensei, the mangaka, so check that out. Any Nashika fans? All right, 2 books coming out. Nashika of the Valley of the Wind. the picture book, which is kind of for kids, a retelling of the story for kids, hardbound, and Nashka of the Valley of the Wind art book, which is a beautiful art book full of glorious art you can check out right here. Ooh. Ah. So yeah, it's full of absolutely gorgeous art. If you're a Miyazaki fan or just a Nashka fan, you do not want to miss this. Any fans of this video game? Yeah! That was an incredible game, and I accidentally killed myself many times, or ended the game suddenly, which I thought was quite hilarious. This is a novelization. This is not a novelization. This is a second novel, but these are all brand new short stories based on that world. And 2 of them are written by the creator of the game, Yoko Taro. So check that out. And I read the first few, and they're perfect. They capture the essence of that weird, super computery, cold, robot-y, sad world. And they have, I'm in marketing, so you could tell how I described that. It has art inside by Toshiyuki Itahana. So if you're a Final Fantasy fan, you may recognize that name. So there's some beautiful illustrations inside. Something very near and dear to my heart, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This is brand new, coming out in May, hardbound, beautiful 2-in-1 editions with color pages, and it is gorgeous. So if you're a fan of the anime, you need to still read the manga, because Araki Sensei's art is absolutely tremendous. It really is, it's art. He really takes manga to the level of art. So it's beautiful, and it's crazy, and it finally proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Jotaro's hat is actually half hair. I've always suspected, but now you can tell he's going gray, so his hat went gray too, so we know. The truth is out there. Gangsta. This is a popular manga. It kind of went away for a little while, but now it's back with volume 8. And on March 19, I think that's like now, or is that past? What day is it? What day is this? That's past. Okay, it will be available digitally, the entire series. So get yourself some Gangster. And now a video game announcement. VIZ Media recently got into the video game world, and the first thing we are going to publish is called The World Next Door. But rather than tell you about it, I will show you a trailer. Stylish game about a girl named... narrative with lots of beautiful art and characters. And I'm sorry it didn't work. Okay, we will ask 3 difficult questions. This is the hardest question of all. Get ready if you know. Who is Boruto's grandfather? No? Did you answer? You already won a prize. You did not win a prize in red. Your friend won a prize, right? Okay, who's Boruto's grandfather? What is his name? We'll give it to him. That's fine. That's fine. That's close enough. Next prize. What does, raise your hand if you know, Star Platinum yell when he pounds people? Well, you know. Okay, we'll do another one. Raise your hand if you know. Put your hand down because he sort of told the answer. Raise your hand if you know. What does Dio yell when he pounds people? I saw over here. Okay, you're supposed to let me call on you, but that's okay. We'll let him have it. We'll let him have it. Next question. What was the name of the video game with the trailer that wouldn't play? Okay, I saw you with your hand up right now. Yep. Perfect, thank you. Please remember that game, check it out, go online. It comes out March 28th, and that is the end of our panel. Thank you very much for coming to the VIZ Media panel. There is one more panel tomorrow, Shonen Jump, and don't forget to come to the signing to get Robbie Damon and Jeremy Lay's autograph. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I played it in my room this morning.